Greetings, everyone. I'm back. It's me, Spider-Man of Earth 9/11/2001. I'm not gonna say the proper version because that's gonna take way too long. I just wanted to give you guys an update and answer some questions that people have been recently been having. The first one is, "Oh, Spider-Man, where did you go? Oh my God!" I was Let me see if I remember right. There was some eating, there was some house arrest, and then me running for the campaign. Oh yeah, my campaign. It was in the beginning. It was somewhat poor. You might have seen me on TV. With Grandpa Biden. I was with Grandpa Biden, and I was debating him and everything and such, and other shit. And I remember it was really just weird. What was happening was every time that old pissbag would look at me, his like one of his eyes would enlarge. Like me and some people's theories was that he does not have much blood circulation now since he's 80, and now all that blood is rushing to his eye, and that's making it large and everything. So yeah. And I also noticed that when he was leaving when we were both of us leaving the stage, I already left the building, and that guy, what happened with him was he was standing there at the steps, was anxious or something, and then someone had to hold his hand and bring him down. Why would you want a president like that? And so yeah, it was not the best. It was my favorite one, but the next part was not the best for me. As you may know, Donald Trump is my vice president, and some other stuff. So what happened was July 14th, I think. I was having a rally in Butler, and when I'm about to show the screen for some economical stuff, I hear something, and then I feel right here in my ear, and I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh crap, it's an assassination. And some people cover me and everything. And it's that famous picture that I've done where I'm raising my fists and I'm like, fight, fight, fight. And then people go on Twitter, and a really popular Twitter account said, oh my God, Spider-Man has been shot. Please drop what you're doing and start praying. Which, yeah, I got one of these. Yeah. Oh, Heavenly Lord and Father, thank you. So, and then a lot of libtards, communists, Marxists, the fascists, some of them even started crying that I was still alive and even considered committing suicide. Honestly, that's the most, I don't really care if I even offend anyone, retarded. The most retarded thing I've ever seen. And also, for anyone who's been wondering, yes, I have watched The New Norm. The person who also helps run this account, he posted it on here, around 2,000-ish views. Personally, I think that the whole thing has potential. Me and the other guy agree that the animation does need some work, including the coloring. It has kind of like some dyed out colors. And both of us also hope that the show does not end up like Mr. Bertram, which had a somewhat solid kind of like premise to it, like middle-aged man or so is in a woke world and he's trying to go around it, but then it became just stupid, retarded depravity, where like there's a part where Bertram, I think Mr. Bertram, starts dreaming about like dancing with some gay guy. Disgusting. So, yeah, all of that and everything. What happened was I had, oh yeah, that reminds me, I forgot to say. Yeah, also, at one point, Grandpa Biden dropped out of the race. Me and a lot of people are assuming because during that time, more people were voting for me than the old gas guy. And then Kamala Harris comes in. I don't fucking know what her ethnicity is. I don't know if she's African, Antarctican, Kosovoan. What the hell even is that? She came in. Does that whole I was raised in a middle-class family. Stupid. I'm literally a poor person. I know more than you, woman. And everything. I've seen Tim Waltz, the whole horse shit, the friends with school shooters. Yeah, Trump was there. I was, you might have also noticed too, when I was having the debate with her, I did mention that some people who were coming into America, they were in Springfield, land of the Simpsons. I told everyone that they were eating the dogs and the cats and everything. And then I learned that some of the Simpsons actors, like voice actors, started making jokes, like Chief Wiggum. He's like, Mr. Katz is eating the dogs, the hot dogs, everyone. And Mr. Burns was there. He's like, ugh, he's eating the cats and the dogs and everything. And I'm questioning this. Isn't Mr. Burns a Republican? That's my question to everyone. Isn't Mr. Burns a Republican, as long with like Ned Flanders maybe, that Texas guy, and stuff. Yeah. And also, some people might be asking that now I'm posting most of these videos on this channel owned by another guy. Some people are asking, how come have you switched to this channel and why not the other guy? Yeah, that will remain private. That remains private. I might address it later in the future, but yeah, that's everything. But yeah, also I have the new dark MAGA thing. I didn't know what it really was at first. It was people making their profiles dark red and blue laser eyes and everything, and all that. And then I made a post saying that we should help get rid of the fascist ideologies like socialism and everything, communism. And then someone noticed that I had the profile, and they said, "Sir, do you know that that's like a somewhat of like a symbolish kind of thing on glorifying Adolf Hitler?" And I'm thinking, well, mind you, I had the profile picture because I thought it looked pretty cool. I thought it looked nice. I saw Elon do it, and I thought that was pretty cool. And honestly, here's my also thoughts. People have been saying, "Oh, Spider-Man's a Nazi. He's doing the." I might have done that once to piss people off, but yeah, my thoughts on it is, if it has socialism involved in it, I am not for it. Like, Hitler tried it, Stalin tried it. Look where that got them. Hitler killed himself. Ronald Reagan, bless his soul, destroyed the communists, almost all of them. North Korea and China are still around. I'm still trying to fix my relationships with those guys. I'll try convincing them that communism might not be the best way to life, capitalism. But yeah. What else? What else has there been? Second is... I got a lung condition. Sorry about that. Yeah, a second assassination attempt on me. I was at a golf course with Mr. Trump and Tiger Woods. And Donald comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, have you noticed that? Did you notice that?" I'm like, "What?" That guy in the bushes. And I'm like, "Okay, can someone bring like security over there? Maybe it's some homeless guy or hippie." And this guy had an AK-47, tried shooting me. Nothing really happened. Yeah. And recently today there was a third one, from what I understand. It didn't really exactly happen. I was at a rally today. And they caught a guy with a gun. People, again, the libtards, as I call them, and many other people do. We don't like them at all. We don't like them. And they were crying on twitter.com, being like, "No, Spider-Man's still alive. He ruined my childhood. Oh, titties me." Yeah. So yeah, not too much has really changed other than that. But I know in less than a month that we'll be having an election day and we'll be seeing who is the new president. And I'll let you guys know if I'm president or not. And I will be transferring to the White House. I won't be able to do too much stuff. This is my own personal house that I bought. It was also the house I had under house arrest. Not much really happens. Not much stuff happens. Halloween is coming up. Let's make sure no Satanists. No Satanists at all. Speaking of Satanists, I was watching Amazon a few months back. They had some pretty crappy shows, some pretty good ones. My favorite one was Fallout. I really liked that one. I really liked that one scene with the black guy, and he says, he talks about his, as the British call it, naughty bits. Naughty bits. And that was pretty funny. I saw there was a show that was made by some fat woman called Has-Been Hotel. I learned that it was a YouTube series, sort of, like one episode. What the fuck was that? That kind of gave me a shock for a second. My TV went dark. I got a PlayStation on with me. Try fighting me in Wolfenstein. That's a really fun game anyways. So anyways, I play the game. Not the game, sorry. Watch the show. I'm thinking of two different things at the same time. It just screws with you. So I'm watching it with some other hooligans at the time. Mind you, they became liberal, so yeah. So I'm understanding is that people, my guys, I'm also agreeing with them that the show somewhat promotes Satanism, atheism, and other nonsense. Because in the show, it's saying that, like, oh, people can be redeemed. I believe that there's some people who can be redeemed. Except the murderers, rapists, pedophiles. They can't be redeemed. And so I watched the show. The character Lucifer, like, Lucifer's kind of shown as like some rebellious kind of guy. He's like, oh, he was so creative and stuff. And then the God and everything's like, no, you can't be creative. Fucking that stupid movie made 2014 about Legos. No, you can't be creative. Fuck you. And this guy, I think I gotta read up on the Bible again. It was something about the beginning of Genesis, Adam and Eve and such, where he manipulates one of them being like, oh, eat the apple, you dolts or something. I don't want to speak against them. That's pretty disrespectful, I think. Even if they've been, dead for millions of years. So, and then hell develops. Sorry for the language. And basically that's what happens in the thing. Let's see how much time I got on this thing. I can't really tell. Yeah, I can't really tell. But anyways, the show's a big disappointment. Apparently it's going to get a second season. I personally think that one season should be enough in cancellation. And I really like the Fallout TV show. I watched it. I thought it was really good. Some of the stuff can be a little bit worked on. It sounded like to me that they changed up the story. How, like, China bombed America and everything. But now it's like, we're greedy and everything. It's kind of, and it's also, it made the Reddit nation kind of fumble a little bit. Anyways, I watched The Boys. I watched the 4th season. I watched the whole thing at the beginning before watching season 4. And what happened was, I really loved the 3rd season. The way that they made it in the last episode of the 3rd season, it made it look like it was like going to be the series finale. And I think if they added in some different things like that Homelander guy dying, and someone even once told my friend a great idea what they could have done, where that little kid, Homelander's kid, could have been adopted by that guy who plays Superman and that Mr. Light character. That would have been pretty cool. And then the new season, it was kind of a step down, I think. It was a very... People have been saying it's like a parody of this year's elections, and they're comparing me to Adolf Hitler. Mind you, we killed Hitler, probably. I don't really know. I gotta check up on my history again. But again... Yeah. So yeah, there was a poor season. Some good character building, some bad character building. But anyways, yeah. Just want to bring you guys an update on how I've been doing. And that I've moved to this channel now. And I've moved from that one channel ran by some fat guy now to this channel, one of his other former friends. But yeah. So I want to let you know that I'm perfectly okay. I don't think I'm under house arrest. I might have gotten a new southern accent. I can't tell anymore. I've been doing drugs recently. It's really bad. But remember, do not do drugs. Make America great again. And text Spider-Man at 401k. I don't know, but remember to vote for me. Because if you don't vote for me, you're either going to be in debt, poverty, whatever. And if you do vote for me, you're going to have a really great life. So remember, don't mess up. Make sure to stay away from drugs and always follow your American dreams. Don't do anything un-American. Remember, stay true to yourself. Farewell.